Okay, so Dax, To Be a Man. That's one of his latest. I mean, he dropped it a while ago, but I wasn't around. I was actually overseas when this dropped, and I actually planned my vacation around Dax's concert. Like, I knew Dax was coming, and I wanted to go watch Dax because he was going to do his tour in South Africa, and I think the Joburg date was like 2 days ago, but then he had to cancel everything. Do you know why? Because you can't tour in a fucking country that has no power. So understandably so, he had to cancel. Because our beautiful country and our beautiful people are being held hostage by an incompetent government that has actually raped and pillaged every fucking resource possible that the people need. Power being one of the most important ones. How that's not treasonous, I have no fucking idea. But anyway, let's get into a topic that I'm sure won't be controversial at all to the modern day feminist. But okay, To Be a Man. Dax, let's go, man. I can't believe you didn't come. I can't believe you wouldn't make it. You didn't make it to South Africa, man. I so wanted to see you in person. But anyway, let's rock and roll.
I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Yeah, I know this life can really beat you down. You wanna scream, but you won't make a sound. Got so much weight that you've been holding, but won't show any emotion. As a man that goes unspoken, that we can't cry when life gets hard. Unconditional loves for women, children, and dogs. We know that we just have to play our parts, and don't nobody give a damn about our broken hearts. Yeah, as a man we gotta pave our way. Our only function is to work and slave. There's no respect for you if you ain't paid. You're disregarded as a human.
INCEL apologist! That's what they would say. You know that you're gonna get people that will call him an INCEL apologist. Alright? Because, I mean, God forbid that he says something that, you know, kind of gives credence to men in today's day and age. Right? I feel like the older people would understand, like, the importance and the role a man plays in society. If you actually look back into any point in time in history, any society that had weak men had collapsed. And when it collapsed, the women and children went with it. It's not like they spared the women and children because the weak men got pillaged. Right? The whole society got pillaged. Everyone suffered. Women, children, everyone. Strong men are important, unbelievably important. Weak men is what's destroyed the world, not strong men. People tend to think, no, they're too strong, we need feminized men. Men are too masculinely toxic, right? Until someone's breaking into their house and then they immediately phone a masculinely toxic man. Ah! I need you to come with your gun! You know what I mean? It's incredible, this new age of thinking with regards to how it's all part of our parcel of the victim mentality, where it's like, you know, we have become so privileged with so many privileges and so many decadences, with so many conveniences, that we in the silly stage now, where it's like, okay, we need to be silly now because we're actually too fucking bored. We too fucking bored. I need to portray myself as a victim. Men are oppressing me, blah 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 blah, in the richest, wealthiest, most privileged countries in the world. Know what I mean? I'm being oppressed while a kid in Syria is having his leg blown off. Do you know what I mean? And his mother and father still need to get up and go and make bread so that they can continue to provide for the rest of the fucking family. It's insanity. It's actually just delusional insanity. But it is the world we live in, and you're gonna get people that are gonna, oh, you this, you fucking chauvinist, and you blah 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 blah. Yeah, I've heard it all. Yeah, patriarchy, the tyrannical patriarchy, man. It's all fucking terrible, man. But as you finish saying that, you go and drive on the streets that men built, and you use the power from the power lines that men built, and you fly in planes that men built, and you walk into buildings that men built, and you know, and you hold absolutely fuck all gratitude for it. You know what I mean? This cake that you fucking live in and devour ungratefully. Yeah, that cake, the majority of it was built by men. And when we go to war, like we have the situation in Ukraine, it's amazing how the gender roles instantaneously fall straight into their slots, like puzzle pieces, right? Throughout history, do you know who are the bigger casualties of war, deaths of war? Men. All of them, 99% men. Not a woman. Defending what they love and cherish. They don't do it. The majority of men don't do it. I'm not saying that all men don't seek and attain power, but the vast majority of men don't go out and work on a fucking power line, right, to get some money to put food on the table because they want to feel powerful over the woman. They do it because out of love. They do it out of competence. And it's important to know the distinction. It's not to say that there aren't terrible men out there, but you would rather have a fucking strong man in your camp than a weak man in your camp. Because a weak man is the one that's going to shoot up a school. A weak man is the one that's going to invade countries. A weak man is the one that is going to do school shootings and mall shootings because they can't control their emotions. It is important to teach a man to be dangerous and then peaceful in that manner. Because you want a warrior in a garden as opposed to a gardener in a war. It's important, it really is. Anyway, let's carry on.
If you ain't paid, you're disregarded as a human and you can't complain. And if you ever make it up and actually reach that place and find a woman that you love and give her your last name, you'll feel the things that you provide is only why she stays. And when you try to explain, you'll say, I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Don't give up, keep fighting. As a man, our sun is our horizon, and our father's actions play a role, and we end up like them. So they can't let us see them hurt, cause we'll embody what
an important statement over there, right? It's that typical, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. It's what our sons see, that is what they become. Kids are sponges. There is nothing a child wants more than to become an adult, right? So who does he look to? He looks to the adult. He says, how do I become more like him faster? Right? So he absorbs all of that, and he takes in all of that. And if there's no father in the house, there's nothing to take. There's nothing to take. So where does he seek it? He goes to seek it where people will validate him, on the streets. And it can go one of two ways. He either finds really good friends that can help him, or he can find ones that'll validate his fear, his insecurities, validate his fears, validate his anger, and turn him into like a gang member. Having a father in the household, a strong father figure, is fucking important for a child, unbelievably important for a child. He is the person that teaches them to control emotions. Their masculine emotions need to be controlled and channeled to make them strong, not docile. It's really important. It's a very, very, very important line over there. Let's carry on.
They do and start a generational curse. No wonder most men are so depressed. All the things that they can't express. They go to war, get thrown on the shelf, then go back to war with their mental health. Then grab that bottle and ask for help. Try to pull themselves out of hell, then fall back down and then realize that they're gonna have to do it themselves. It's the circle of life. As a man you provide. They don't know what you're worth till the day that you die. And start crying, then move on to a man to confide in. That's why we feel we can't hide ourselves.
Dax, man.
We don't expect you to.
I will never forgive ESCOM for this. I will never forgive ESCOM for Dax not coming to South Africa, ever. Ever. This is now a beef between me and the power utility of South Africa. I will never forgive them for that.
Understand, we just hope we can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and you don't care about what we know. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home. Inside that home.
It's a beautiful song.
It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home. Inside that home.
Dax. Like I say, man. Do you think men go out there and break their backs and work their fucking ass? The vast majority of men, we're not talking about the 1% of the powerful who are trying to control everybody and shit like that. We're talking about the vast majority of men who go out there, break their fucking backs, right, for hours and hours and hours in the day to bring food, to put food on the table, to bring money home, to give their children and their wives the best possible life, right? What do you think they do that out of power? Really? They do that because they want to control the woman, because they've got some sort of patriarchal sense of narcissistic entitlement? No, they do it out of love. They do it out of love to see their families happy, and to see their families progress, and to see their children get an education, and to see their wives happy. Love and competence. That's why men do it. Anyway, I love you all, man. Please stay safe, please stay healthy. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.